Good morning. Happy Sunday. I hope you have a place of worship to go to today. If not, join somewhere online if you can't get to a church. There's nothing quite like being with other people who love Jesus. I'm looking today at a lovely verse. Paul, when you read Paul's letters, there's a lot in each letter about theory, but then there's a lot about practical issues, real life. Christianity is all about changing our lifestyle and about living for Jesus, living with his attitudes to the world. And Philippians 2 is just a wonderful passage which highlights the whole way that Jesus approached the ministry that God had given him. God had given him the task of coming into this world. And it's described most beautifully in Philippians 2. But I was thinking about the verse just before we get this lovely description of Jesus when he emptied himself and became as a servant and was obedient throughout his life, even to death. But before that it says, do nothing from selfishness or conceit, but in humility count others better than yourselves. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interest of others. And he began the chapter with, if there is any encouragement in Christ, any incentive of love, any participation in the Spirit. So if the example of Jesus does nothing for us, it should encourage us to think of others. Jesus spent his entire life thinking of others, reaching out to others. Even when he was exhausted at the end of a very busy day, he still allowed people to come to him. He still spoke into their lives. He still cared for people. Let me read those verses again. They're very strong, really. Do nothing from selfishness or conceit. Oh dear. But in humility, count others better than yourselves. That's really hard to do. Because you and I, we both know that, well, we can't live like that. It's really hard. It's a really high bar to be set for us. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. We have to be outward looking, not inward looking. It's often been said, how many times has it come up on the media that they talk to someone who's been in terrible trouble, who's perhaps been a drug addict or been an alcoholic or a gambler or done terrible things. And when they decide to straighten their life out, very often they end up starting or being part of a group that ministers to people of a similar experience. Because it's as we do things for others and the focus of our lives goes out instead of in, that we begin to recover. We were not created to focus on ourselves. We were created to focus on other people, to care. The very best comes out of people when they care for others, when they genuinely care for others. We see love in action in so many people's lives. When they reach out, when they spend their time helping others, being involved with others, encouraging them, strengthening them, caring for them, noticing when they need something, giving them a call when they come to mind. Instead of spending our whole time focused on ourselves, on our rights, on what makes us happy. As children, that's what we do. Children want things that make them happy, and they find it hard to help other people, especially if it's not something they enjoy doing. But we need to teach our children that the very best way to live a fulfilled life is to live a life that is focused on others and not on ourselves. Focused on helping on supporting, on encouraging, on pointing others to Jesus. Do nothing from selfishness or conceit, but in humility count others better than yourselves. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. That's our calling. That's our calling. Have a great day today. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Lift up his name in worship today. And look for opportunities to help other people. And to run errands or do something to support somebody else. It'll bless you. It's surprising how much it blesses us when we help other people. That's my thought for the day. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. I'll be home tomorrow. It'll be the usual old scenario, my front room. I'm on my way home today. So God bless you. Have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.